Better tell Cat Rollins to get the dough ready because today we're making a biscuit cutter. Let's get started. This video was made in partnership with the Dallas Historical Society. All right, so today we're working on a biscuit cutter. And for that, we're going to be using, this is 1.5" by 1/8 flat stock. We got about 9 3/4 inches on it. That'll give us enough material to form this into a ring and have a little bit of overhang and to forge weld. And that will give us roughly about a 3-inch diameter biscuit cutter at the ends of it. That's, I think, is a typical size for a biscuit. Those Pillsbury biscuits. Those are about 3 inches, maybe a little bit less, but 3 inches seems like a good size. You can always cut a little bit off if you want, and you can go through and plug in, like, define circumferences and stuff online if you're looking for like a specific size and all that. That's pretty much all I did, was just plugged in a 3-inch circumference, and that's kind of what they gave me. I added a little bit of extra material to do some forge welding. And then here for the handle, we have some 1/4-inch round rod. This is quite a bit more than what we need. I just had a little offcut hanging around, so that's what I'm going to be using up today. But to start off with, I want to get it a nice texture on the outside. That's going to be a lot easier to do first than after you have it formed into a ring, and then doing the texture afterwards, because then your circle's going to deform. And it'll just be a pain to have to get that back into shape. So instead of forming a circle twice, we're going to do the texturing first, and then we'll have to, when we go back and forge weld these together, or if I can't get them forge welded together, and then we'll have to go back through and texture just that little spot, but that way the ring doesn't deform too much. So, first thing we'll be doing is getting this textured. Let's get started. Alrighty, so a little tip for when you're texturing is to where you want to work from your cold spots to your hot spots. So here on the end of my stock, where it's kind of like a dull red, I don't know how well the camera picks that up, but I'm working this way towards my heat. That way, I got a little bit more time to do this texturing. And because texturing, you don't need to hit hard, but it's very time consuming. And so the most time I can get out of a heat, that's kind of what you want. So I always like to work from from cold to hot. That way, it's just kind of maximizing the time through your heat. All right, got it all textured. Now we're ready to start bending it around. I'm going to use the ball peen end to try and bring this around. That way it shouldn't hurt my texture too bad, if at all. Oops. So we're not too worried about how circular it is right now. What I'm most worried about is getting these two ends lined up to where we can get them forged weld together. So that's just kind of what I'm doing. It's all just kind of getting prepped for that. Making sure everything's kind of nice and even. So right there should be enough for us to get this forged welded. So let's give that a shot. By God, I think I got her. Need to get it a little bit more even, but we'll take another weld heat on it and give her another go. All right, first successful forged weld on the channel. Oh, perfect. So now that we got her all forged welded together, all we gotta do is get it back to a circle shape and try and retexture this right here. We're probably gonna end up with that line there just from the two pieces. So we'll try and that as much as we can with the texture, but it's probably always going to be there unless you would want to grind it out or anything, or if you welded it together. But yep, let's get this thing put back into a circle. Again, this would be really nice to a nice point to have a cone mandrel. Alrighty, she's fairly round. I could go around here and work along on it with my with a micrometer if I really wanted to, but hey, she's pretty well all round, and you know, it's got that rustic look anyway, so why the heck do you want and if you're gonna worry about something being perfectly round, you got other problems. So oh yeah, but hey, we got the easy part done. Let's work on this handle. All right, for the handle, we're just going to bend this in an arc And then we will cut off any excess we have and then we'll flatten some ends out enough to where we can get a couple holes drilled. And then we'll drill some holes in this because we're actually going to rivet the handle onto the cutter. That way, it'll give it kind of a neat look, I think. Especially a lot of times if you see biscuit cutters in like a cooking store, they're always kind of like spot welded together and stuff. So just kind of a different way of doing it. It is my feeling. And so, yeah, let's get started on the handle. Kind of cheating a bit with this handle. I got this jig here that's pretty darn close to the same size as the that biscuit cutter. It's pretty close to 3 inches wide. So just doing that, make life easy on myself. And yeah, there we go. All we gotta do is try and figure out all right, nothing a little trip to the grinder can't fix, but yeah, there we go. All righty. Hey, look at that. There's still a little bit of snow left for me cooling it off in there. But, yeah. Looks good. Good. And you know, these will sell like hotcakes if you go to like a farmer's market or something, especially if you sit up next to or post up next to some bakers. Oh man, I bet you could sell a good amount of these at a farmer's market. I'm hoping these go pretty fast at some of my shows, power shows. There's a few like bakers and vendors and stuff off that go to those. So hopefully I can sell a few. But yeah, looks really nice. I'm gonna have to throw some footage in here of me making some biscuits with this guy. So, I'll get this sucker seasoned up and let's go make some biscuits. Just cut the biscuits. There you go. Alright, move over here. There. Good job. Oh, let's try and keep them close together. That way we use all the dough we can. There you go. Good job. Can we fit one here? Yes, we can. Right. Can you reach?
Right there.
Alright, here, set that there. We'll scoop these out. Alrighty, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for sticking to me all the way to the end. If you could, please give me a like and subscribe. Abe, it really helps out. I'm trying to grow my channel a little bit, so, yeah, hope to see you next time.